What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and in this video I'd like to go over some key picks, some key opportunities that I see arising over the coming days, over the coming weeks. And I want to address something before we get started. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. That's not what I wanted to address. What I wanted to address is this, Bitcoin. Okay? Back here, when Bitcoin moved up, and I have a point, just stick with it, okay? We're going to talk about altcoins in a second. I'm going to give you guys the picks that I think are going to be good for the next week or two or the coming days. I'm going to give that to you right now. Just hold on, okay? It all started back here, if I remember correctly. Bitcoin was moving up. Everything else was stagnant or even moving down, right? It wasn't moving up as much as Bitcoin, that's for sure. And everybody was like, what's wrong with my altcoin? Why is it broken? Altcoin season is dead. We're never going to see altcoins rise. Bitcoin only, right? That was this. And then Bitcoin chilled. And ever since Bitcoin chilled, we've had altcoins blooming. They've been doing great. They've been moving up, right? That's been a good time. But every altcoin hasn't moved up the whole time, like this whole time, right? It hasn't just been the same altcoins moving up. At first, it was like XLM and XRP. Then it was HBAR and I don't know, Compound pumped recently too. Mana, Sandbox, right? Those pumped. And then recently this week it was, well, I guess Compound pumped recently, to be completely fair. But recently, you know, Jasmy, WorldCoin, Hyperliquid, whatever the hell that is. I've actually looked into it a little bit, but SwiftCoin even, right? There's different coins throughout this whole period. This whole period here for Bitcoin. It's been a good moment for altcoins to grow, but not every altcoin has grown at every single moment of this phase here, right? And what I'm trying to say is a lot of people, what they're doing, what they're making the mistake on, right, is they're looking at a coin like HBAR. Everybody on YouTube, everybody on X.com, they're talking about HBAR because of how phenomenal it is, right? And they're like, oh, they just tell you all the good things about why it's a good buy and where it's going to go by the end of the cycle. But what they don't say, they do that for engagement, and it's good for them, good for everybody. I do stuff to try to get engagement too, but I also want to make sure nobody's losing money. So I will talk about it because it's relevant, like I did literally at the top day here. I'll talk about it because it's relevant, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not afraid to shit on your hopes and dreams and tell you it's going to go down, and that's exactly what I did. That's what I did on this day and the day after, right? I'm using HBAR as an example here. But a lot of people will make the mistake of trying to buy a coin here, and they won't try to buy a coin here or try to buy a coin here. And the reason for that, it's not your fault necessarily. You're inexperienced, and then also the media is in your face shouting that this coin is so brilliant. Look at how well I've done. In 5 weeks, I'm up 800, 900%. Like, look at how amazing I've done. This coin's amazing. It's going to make you feel like you're dumb if you don't buy it up here. But then you buy it up here, and then it makes you feel dumb for buying it up here, right? If you don't want to do that, you want to buy coins that look like this, that are about to pop off. Well, I got one for you. Literally, actually, keep this in mind right here. Keep this move up in mind right here. Tell me if it doesn't look exactly like this. LCX. Look up any coin that I talk about in this video. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't hold all of them, but I do hold some LCX. I'm just throwing out picks that I have my eyes on or that I hold personally that I do expect to move up here, right? Again, the whole premise that I started the video with is that not everything moved up all at once, right? Everything took their turns. There's like 3 different phases of 3 separate groups of coins that have pumped throughout this time, right? LCX was one of them. I just think that now it's going to go to its next phase of moving up again. That's all I'm trying to say. XRP can move down, HBAR can move down, Sandbox is probably going to move down, right? LCX is going to move up. And that doesn't mean all these other coins are broken and LCX is now the cream of the crop. It's the best coin. It just means it's its turn. It's its turn to pump, okay? So if you're looking to buy cryptos, if you're looking to invest, if you're wondering which coin's going to pump next, this thing, to me, looks like it's ready. It's daily RSI bullish as hell. The volume's died off. Generally, when your volume dies off, that means when it comes back in, generally, when it dies off, you're at the end of a consolidation phase, okay? When it comes back in, you'll get the breakout move one way or another, up or down, okay? Generally speaking, ascending triangles like this are called bullish patterns. I think they have a 60% chance to break to the upside, 40% chance to break to the downside. The upside percentage chance is greater when you have a bullish move leading into the pattern itself, which we do. So statistical probability would suggest that we're going to move up higher. Compared to HBAR, what we've seen here, I think it's no small stretch of the imagination. Look, volume died off. Look at the RSI. Look at like exactly what it did. Flat top, ascending lows, and then your volume came back in right here, and boom, you moved up and you continued to move up, right? You literally actually saw, if we do this, I wonder, from a low here to a high of like where that consolidation was, if we put this right where your low is here, you basically saw an exact replica of this move here. It's a little bit shorter, but it basically continued. It basically did the exact same thing. If we took that same kind of idea with LCX here, maybe it's a little bit shorter, whatever, but if here's your move up, it's a little curved, but from the low to the high, that's all that matters, right? And we took it from our low here, we get our next move up. LCX might be moving up to $1. It's at 35.2 cents. It took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days to do this move last time. Maybe it takes 12 days to do it this time, but by the end of the month, not even by the end of the month, you guys, before the 20th of this month, this coin will likely see a greater than 3x move from its current price. Is that right? Would that be right? No, I'm sorry. I did the math wrong. If it was at 33 cents, it would be greater than 3x. I mean, it could still, just because it's at $1 there, just because that's the mimic move, doesn't mean it has to stop there. You know, maybe it's less, maybe it's more. Nothing wrong with that. But let's do some general analysis. I do want to just throw this on your radar. That's the main point. But let's also do some general analysis. High to low here. LCX crowding its 886 area. The next likely targets would be anywhere from 62 cents to $1.09. That all makes sense to me, right? That absolutely, I don't think we'll stop at 62 cents, but 78, 80 cents, I could see that. Something between 80 cents and $1.10, I could see that. Do we push higher than that? It's possible. This is crypto. Crazy things can happen overnight. You never know. But let's keep our feet on the ground. Let's stay a little bit poised rationally here and just consider, you know, maybe we do go right above our all-time highs and find turbulence. Maybe we break above our all-time highs and we see a nice move up, and that's what takes us to $1.10. But are we just going to blast through the skies after breaking out of new all-time highs? I mean, eventually, yes, inevitably, yes, but maybe not immediately, right? We've already blasted through the skies. Maybe consolidate, and then we can continue moving later. But essentially, all I'm trying to say is LCX looks like it wants to move up. Anybody looking to buy coins right now in the markets, consider this one maybe. Not financial advice. None of this is financial advice, but I like this coin, and I think it's going to move up soon. I'm making this video for a reason, okay? The next coin that I like to throw out is Aioz, and actually, I haven't looked at this one today. Let's just see. Okay, good. It hasn't moved up yet, yeah. So it's consolidating right now, too. And you have volume building here. You're moving up. You know, I might not say Aioz to be completely fair. I actually might take that back. Maybe not Aioz, just because it has moved up more recently. And that's okay. That's fine. Maybe not Aioz. It could consolidate. I don't know. It might move up. It's bouncing off this overbought zone. Maybe I should say Aioz. I like it, guys. I think Aioz is going to continue upwards, actually, this pattern. So I'm going to throw this on there. It did move up a little bit. It's got less of a consolidation than LCX does, but I don't think it stops here. I do think it continues. And now looking at the weekly, I'm glad I said that because I absolutely do believe it continues. High to low here, yeah. You're at $1.15. You're going to move up to $1.50 here pretty soon. $1.50, if not more. That's your minimum target, $1.77, $2.25. I think that's where you're going to go here probably in the coming weeks as well, right? If not, at least a move to $1.50. So from $1.15 to $1.50, that's not as dramatic as LCX going from 35 cents to $1, but it's still a 29% move at a minimum. And likely you're in the midst of that now. It'll probably happen in the next week or two is my thoughts, and you have a decent chance of going higher. So I definitely feel comfortable throwing this one on the radar. Bitcoin Cash is another one. Bitcoin Cash. I can't believe I was like drawing a blank on which one to think about next. Bitcoin Cash, you guys. This one has just been moving up day after day after day, right? It looks like it might be a bit extended, but I don't think it is. I actually believe that it is going to rip here pretty soon. I think that we are about to see a move up above this high. It's going to take you up to 936 or higher. Okay, I think it's going to make that kind of move here over the next 2 weeks as well. And the reason why I think that is for a couple of reasons. Mainly, first, actually, you're overbought in your RSI on the weekly. And the last 2 times that you've been overbought on the weekly, it led to a move like this. It led to a move like this, both of those times, right? It seems to me as if we're just getting started here. We've got more to go. And if we were to complete the move all the way up here, that to me seems more on par with like what we've seen here, right? Breaking above this high to that high there. You know, if we go to the next high, I don't know. It seems like it would make sense to go up to this area. But beyond the RSI, there's other things that are a lot more pressing for this, right? So if we look at the monthly chart here, we put on our EMA ribbon. monthly EMA ribbon here, and you look at the monthly EMA, you can see this ribbon has been poised to the downside this whole time, right? If we did this with Bitcoin, BTC, no, that's I didn't want to leave the page. I wanted to stay on it. BTC, USD, you look at it, its monthly ribbon is poised to the upside, okay? It's never been poised to the downside, right? Always upward positioning. Bitcoin Cash has only known downward positioning, but now, right now, on this month, we are getting a bullish cross on the monthly ribbon. That's one of the most bullish things that could happen to any chart, right? As long as it's not a fake move, which I don't think it is. I think this was like a false wannabe cross over here. This is the real deal. Unless Bitcoin Cash closes below $400 this month, there's no scenario that I can see where this does not cross bullishly this month. And in fact, sometimes on these crosses, you do get a move back to the cross. I don't see that happening, but even there could be a scenario even where Bitcoin Cash closes below $400 this month and it's even more bullish, but I don't think that's going to happen. I really don't. I would be pretty concerned if Bitcoin Cash closed below $400 this month, to be completely fair. You already consolidated down here. You already had your bounce. Don't go back down there. You don't want to go back down there, okay? Just to be completely fair. But there's this thing happening right now, very, very bullish, signaling to me that Bitcoin Cash is just getting started. If we keep going back here, back, all the way back. Not only does it have its monthly ribbon crossing to the bullish effect, but it's also got this downtrend right here that it's right about to break out of. It might be breaking out of it today. It tried to yesterday. It's doing it now. Yes, you're overbought. Yes, you've been moving up slowly but surely, but you haven't really had a move like this, you know, since you had that move. You've just been like slowly moving up, dilly-dallying. And this kind of stuff, it's a form of consolidation still, right? You've been consolidating for a while still. And I think recently you're trying to make this move up. When you do break this line, when you do, you're seeing prices above here and you have that monthly cross coming in, I think this is going to cascade Bitcoin Cash into a very bullish pump. I think we're going to see it move up genuinely above $900. We're at $597 now, above $900, probably even above $1,000 before Christmas, before the 20th of this month. I think that's what's going to happen. So I like Bitcoin Cash a lot. This is one of the coins that I hold. Just throwing it out there. There's other coins too. I do like Mana. I do like Sandbox. I do like HBAR. I like all these coins. I just don't know if they're at the best prices to buy at the moment. I'm trying to think of another coin that might be good to buy at the moment. What about XCN maybe? No, maybe not. I mean, it's doing well for itself, you know, and maybe it keeps growing. You never know, but maybe not. I do think Compound's going to move up relatively immediately. You're at $118 now. It could consolidate first, right? Maybe not for this one because it is at the 90 on the daily, and we didn't continue to grow yesterday. So maybe we do. I thought we were going to move up to like 170 or higher before we started to consolidate, but maybe we consolidate like LCX did for Compound. I don't know, guys. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'll just throw out Aioz, LCX, and Bitcoin Cash. What about LTC? LTC. Oh, yeah, LTC is another one. Yeah, we could throw LTC in the mix for sure. Absolutely. This thing's going to move up soon. No doubt about it. Yeah, you're in the midst of this breakout move. Let's just see where you go in LTC. High to low. If you want to catch a move that's going to take you from 137 to 170, $200, probably over the coming week, like coming days, coming week, that's a 22% move to a 44% move. LTC is your coin, and it could go higher. There's nothing that says it has to stop here. This is just kind of an expected zone, but a lot of cryptos have been actually passing through their overall cycle high to low 618 golden ratio zone and seeing their 786 to 886 zone. So there is a decent chance we could go from 138 all the way up to 250 or even above $300 before Christmas as well. Certainly by the end of the month. Certainly. All these targets here, I'm talking about immediate stuff, right? I'm not talking about end of the month. End of the month, if you're worried, if you want to know what coin's going to go up by the end of the month, any of them. And probably any of them, right? You go through the top 100, go through the top 200, any of them. They're probably all going to move up by the end of the month. I'm just talking about coins that are going to move up this week, right? What's the flavor of the week going to be, right? I can tell you, I mean, Jasmine could be that. WorldCoin could be that, but then next week it's going to be a different coin, right? I feel like these things are just getting started, so who knows? Or maybe not. I don't know. But Litecoin, definitely another one to throw out there. What's another good one? Maybe Render. Render, I feel like, is up today, isn't it? I was looking at it earlier. It's up a little bit today. No. Okay, so it just started. Man, this would have been a good one for this video if it was yesterday. I believe it keeps moving up higher. It just might not be at a good time to buy. Might want to look elsewhere. But if you're really hooked on render, you really want to get some of that. High to low here. Is this even the best? Probably not even the best chart. No, okay, that's fine. We can use that. Okay, March to high to low. No, I don't know if I'd give render the go-ahead. It probably does consolidate for a little bit. Yesterday would have been a good one for a quick little pump, but now it's probably more risky to buy than it would be to not buy. It probably keeps moving up though. That's the worst thing about it. Best thing about it though. I wouldn't give it the green light to buy, but it wouldn't surprise me if it actually kept moving up from here. Maybe it only goes to 1165. Maybe it breaks to new relative highs. I don't know. That's not its all-time highs. That's just relative highs on this chart. All-time highs would be... or is that all-time? Oh, that is all-time highs. Oh. Because that's your last cycle highs, but you got new... Okay, all right, cool. Anyways, guys, I'm running out of steam, running out of momentum. I was just trying to throw some things your way. Definitely another one, too. That I haven't talked about it. Jesus Coin's a good one. I think Jesus Coin's about to move up. It could take... by the end of this month. It might not be like this week or next week that it moves up. I mean, I do think it'll move up over the days, but is it going to have a move like this within the next week? It could, it might not, I don't know. But I am pretty confident, and I mean, watch it happen today, because I'm not confident. Watch it just blow up today. I don't know. I think it's at a good price to buy if you're looking to buy a meme coin, but the coin that I wanted to talk about actually was Pajamas. I'm very confident Pajamas is going to wreak havoc to the upside in a very, very short amount of time. And I actually did an analysis on this earlier. The RSI says it all, right? Lows here, finding support there. Highs here, finding resistance there. You're in this parallel channel upwards. You bounced this time and went up. You bounced this time and went up. You bounced this time. You're going up, buddy. You're going to go up. And where are you going to go to? I would assume prices that are higher than this. You're at 0.007 cents, right? Or $0.007, I guess, actually. From this current price, if it would let me get to it. If you were to see prices above this high, already that's a move that's 195%, and it could go higher. I believe it's going to go to its all-time highs, if not higher, within the next couple of weeks. So throwing that one out there. Yes, that has the biggest percentage growth capabilities, but it's also the lowest market cap coin I've talked about in this whole video. Do not throw your bank at this, right? You don't want to risk. You don't put all your money into something that's a low market cap coin. You put a little bit of money. You have some fun with it, right? Like $100 or like whatever a little bit of money is to you. You know what I mean? It could be $10. It doesn't have to be a lot of money. You could turn $10 into $50, man. You know what I mean? Like that's the real potential here. Or technically, that's almost 60, I think. But I'm fizzling out here, guys. I got nothing else to say. I just want to throw some coins on the roster that I think are good coins to buy. Oh man, there's another. I keep saying that and I'm thinking about this. There's Alien Base, ALB, right? Is that it? I like this one too. I actually like this one too. Yeah, I think this one's a good buy too, personally. Consolidating above previous areas of resistance, very bullish move, right? You're overall in this larger phase of consolidation. Don't be surprised if it moves down. It might not move up as immediately as some of these other ones do, but I think this coin, I mean, just look at the chart. It's just getting started. It's just hitting new all-time highs. It's consolidating around here. I really do believe this thing's at 44 cents. It's about to rip to 240. No shit. Alien, it's on base. It's one of those base chain coins. It's not an AI coin. It's a DEX coin, but I like DEX coins, guys. I really do. ALB, LCX, right? That's and then there's another one that I was going to think of. Kekich, this one. Shout out to Leaf, bro. This is a good one. Good throwing this one here, man. This one is definitely eruptive, and it looks, I think, like it wants to move up here pretty soon. If we look at the daily RSI, or the daily price action, I'm sorry, you're falling back, finding support on a previous area of consolidation. Your volume's dying off as you're moving down. It's so beautiful. It looks like it wants to move up, and you just had this absolutely eruptive move all the way to new all-time highs here. If we take this high, not that high, come on now, this high to this low, you went all the way up to your 1272, pulling back to your 100,886 area to find support. It's classic. If this thing were to go lower, the lowest that I would give it is probably it's 886. Which is about 28% down from here. But genuinely, I think it's more likely to be, even if it moves down, it's very likely to see a move that's 220% to the upside, if not 446% to the upside, or more. It really could see even more. So, and I think that'll happen, if not in the next couple weeks, definitely by the end of the month. But I have a feeling I want to pull the RSI up on this thing. I was looking at it on my phone, but I don't have it pulled up on the computer, which doesn't make sense because it's the same account. Anyways, lower lows in the RSI, finding support around the 40 area. Lower lows tells it all for me. I mean, that's enough said right there. The volume too, just looking at that. Looking at the 4 hour. Yeah, the 4 hour, you can't even get oversold, bro. You're getting overbought, you can't even get oversold. It's so bullish. I don't know if it's ready to pump just yet, but I would feel comfortable buying right here. I really think if you look at it, you just keep it simple. You look at what it is. It's a falling wedge. It's a beautiful, tight slice of pizza. It's coming to the end. This can only go for so much longer, and it can't go down a lot unless it breaks out to the downside, in which case I guess it could. But I think it would have done that already. I think you're about to see a really massive move with this one too. So a little bit of DEX coins at the end there for anybody that's looking to make some money on some DEX coins. Not all of them were memes, but most of them were memes, right? Or at least 2 out of the 3 were memes. I got nothing else to say, guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. If you do buy any of these coins, please leave it in the comments. If you think there's any coins that are worth looking into right now that maybe most people aren't talking about, or they talked about them 2 weeks ago, but they're not talking about them this week and they've been kind of still or dead for the last 2 weeks and maybe they look like they're about to rip, throw those in the comments too, man. Let us see. Let us all get prepared. Let us all reap the rewards from our due diligence. And that's another thing too. Do your due diligence. Don't read a comment. Don't see me talking about a coin and blindly buy a coin. Do a little bit of research. Try to understand what the coin's about. I don't know how to do research. Okay, go on x.com. I don't have x.com. Get an x.com. Go on x.com, type in whatever coin it is, right? You want Pajamas, you want H-bar, you want like whatever, you want Kekech. They've all got X pages. Check them out. And then, of course, you can always do the old Google thing. Hold up now. Good. I won my money. I had a parlay. I had a 6-leg parlay and I hit, guys. It hit, damn it. I bet that the Lions would win at half, and they did. They had 17-7. I bet that the game would be over 53 points, which it was. And I bet that the Lions would win. Oh, no. Oh, I didn't win. I didn't. I bet they would win by 3.5 points, and they only won by 3 points. That's the thing with these 6-leg parlays. It's always one leg that kicks you out. Oh, it was so close. But anyways, we'll end the video on that note with a little bit of disappointment. But it was only like a $20 bet, so whatever. Anyways, guys, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. Bye.